First question is the branch of physics which deals with description of motion of bodies without going into the cause of motion. ਉਹ ਵਾਲੀ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਜ਼ਿਕਸ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ ਬਟ ਵਿਦਆਊਟ ਕਾਜ਼ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੀ. That branch of physics is called dash. What is the right answer?
Friction.
There are three branches of physics: statics, kinematics, and dynamics. Statics is the branch which deals with objects at rest. Kinematics deals with study of motion objects without any cause, no cause. ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਚ ਹੈ ਬੱਚੇ ਕਾਇਨਾਮੈਟਿਕਸ ਇਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹ ਵੇਖਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਾਰ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਪਰਸਨ ਵਾਕ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਕਿਉਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ. ਇਟ ਇਜ਼ ਨਾਟ देयर ਫੀਲਡ ਆਫ ਸਟੱਡੀ. Dynamics is an advanced branch of mechanics which deals with the motion of objects along with cause. Why objects are moving, why they are moving in forward direction, why they are experiencing friction. So the right answer of this question is ਉਹ ਵਾਲੀ branch ਜਿਹੜੀ motion ਨੂੰ study ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ without cause. That is obviously dynamics, right? It is also called dynamics. Kinetics is a branch of chemistry which deals with rates of fractions. Dynamics deals with motion but along with cause. Kinematics deals with motion but ignoring the cause, right? Next question. Dimension of speed is dash. मतलब dimensional form. Choose the right option. M0 LT minus 1 is dimensional formula of speed. Speed is a scalar quantity. Also, speed plus direction is called velocity, which is a vector quantity. So, speed the formula भी same होएगा. Velocity the dimensional formula which is same होएगा. Right answer is LT. Very easy. Next question is, for the motion with uniform velocity, velocity is uniform, but the slope of velocity time graph. Now this is the graph. Velocity is not changing with respect to time. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, so on. The velocity remains same.
Zero.
There, the slope or the graph is parallel to time axis. It is not inclined like this with some angle theta. So theta is 0 here.
Yes, ma'am.
Slope is given by tan theta. Tan 0 is also 0. So slope is 0. For what kind of graph? Uniform velocity, uniform motion का graph होगा, उसका slope क्या होगा? 0. Why? Because angle is 0. Because graph is straight line parallel to the axis. Next question. SI unit of acceleration.
Meter per second square.
Meter per second square. Because it is A is equal to dv upon dt and velocity is distance upon time. Yes. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time. So it will be 2 times of time square. Distance. Right answer is third. Meter per second square. Acceleration is also a vector quantity. It has direction. Next question. Which is the formula for uniform motion in a straight line?
E is equal to U plus AT.
B is equal to U plus AT. It is for retardation when acceleration is negative, opposing the motion. It is not any kind of formula, it will be minus v square making it possible. This is Newton's first law of motion, first equation of motion. Next is the ratio of average velocity and average speed of a body is dash. 1, more than 1 or less than 1, none of these. Focus on the question, ratio, average velocity and average speed.
1.
1, right? Average velocity means the sum of displacement
Yes, ma'am.
with respect to time. It is total distance with respect to time, right? Which one is greater out of distance and displacement? Time and time will cancel out each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Distance is greater or equal to than displacement. Similarly, denominator is high. It has larger value. Overall value will be
Yes, ma'am.
less than
Less than
1.
1.
It can be 1 or less than 1. क्योंकि बेटा velocity involves displacement, which is shortest path between 2 points. But speed means average speed is defined as the total distance covered in the given total time interval by an object. Distance is the longest path. The least possibility is that distance or displacement can be equal, but distance हमेशा बड़ी होती है, इसलिए डिनोमिनेटर बड़ा हो जाएगा. अगर ये बड़ा हो गया तो इसकी कटिंग करोगे तो ओवरऑल वैल्यू क्या आएगी, लेस देन 1. अगर ये दोनों इक्वल हो गए तो कट के क्या आ जाएगा, कट करके आएगा
1.
right? So answer is not 1 only, it is 1 or less than because of 2 possibilities. Any doubt? Which among the following can be 0 when a particle is in motion for some time? जब पार्टिकल थोड़े टाइम के लिए मोशन में होगा तो इनमें से कौन 0 होगा? स्पीड, फोर्स, टाइम, डिस्प्लेसमेंट. स्पीड तो 0 नहीं
Speed.
होगी बिकॉज डिस्टेंस विल नॉट बी 0.
हाँ. टाइम भी 0 नहीं हो सकता.
मूव कर रहा तो
Force.
फोर्स का करेगा, एक्सेलरेशन.
Displacement.
ट्रैवल कर रहा है तो टाइम नोट डाउन होगा, नॉट 0. डिस्प्लेसमेंट, कंसीडर एन ऑब्जेक्ट मूविंग इन अ सर्कल starting from the same point and again coming at the same. So initial point is A, final point is also A. The distance between initial and final point is 0. So displacement is also 0. In short, we can say when object return back to its initial point, displacement is 0. So displacement can be 0. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
In which of the following states does a body possess kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is the energy due to motion of an object. Rest में, zero gravity में, when placed on a platform,
Yes, ma'am.
when body is in motion. अगर प्लेटफॉर्म रेस्ट पे है तो बॉडी भी क्या होगी, रेस्ट पे होगी. जीरो ग्रेविटी मतलब अर्थ is not attracting it downward, it is not moving.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is not moving, there will be no motion. If there is no motion, there will be no kinetic energy. Right? So right answer is A. Which force can possibly act on a body moving in a straight line? Which force is acting on a body moving in straight? Inertial force, frictional force, centrifugal force.
Frictional force.
Yes. Centripetal force is the force required to move an object in a circle. It always acts towards the center. इस एक्शन का उल्टा रिएक्शन आएगा सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स. Both existing pairs, centrifugal force is also called pseudo force, and it is
Yes,
also known
ma'am.
as virtual force. Tangential force is the force which make the body move along curved paths. This force. So bacha kaun? Frictional force. When body is moving in a straight line on a surface, there will be frictional force, which will definitely oppose the motion of moving object in a straight line. So B is the right answer, right? Next question, question number 10. When a body is in a state of complete rest, what kind of energy does it possess?
Potential energy.
Potential, no kinetic energy. Total energy will also be again potential energy. Heat energy depends on temperature. If there will be temperature rise, molecules will gain kinetic energy. It will be in motion. So if it is at rest, it means we are not changing temperature. Change in temperature is zero, so there will be no heat energy. Heat energy is also
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
So right answer is potential energy.
Potential energy.
Just fact-based questions. A block of mass 2 kg is placed on the floor. It is a numerical. The coefficient of static friction mu is 0.4. If a force of 2.5 Newton is applied on a block parallel to floor, we are applying this force 2.5. Calculate force of friction small. We know that F is equal to mu R, right? Mu is given, M is given.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you solve this question, Sandhu?
Yes, ma'am.
Try it on your notebook.
R is equals to mg.
Then what is the purpose of this force 2.5?
Or
Why it is given?
don't know, ma'am.
Just for confusion, or we can say that it is applied force. इसकी वजह से ब्लॉक मूव करेगा.
Okay, ma'am.
अगर ये मूव करेगा तो opposite direction में आएगी friction. So we are going to apply the same formula that we did yesterday. F is equal to mu r. F is equal to mu mg. F is equal to 0.42 into gravity. You can take it 9.8 or 10 for numerical purpose. It will be 8 Newton. Now, is it clear? The frictional force is greater than applied force. Applied force is just 2.5 Newton. Body will not move. They can ask you in second part whether the body will move or not. You can say body will not. Right? So from where this formula came? The laws of static friction or
Laws
limited
of static friction.
Friction is proportional to normal reaction.
Normal reaction force.
When we removed this sign of proportionality, there came a coefficient mu r. Mu is coefficient of static friction. F is equal to mu mg. याद है मैंने आपको करवाया था कि reaction upward होगा.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, it should be straight or weight downward. So body will not move because applied force is less than the frictional force. When friction is high, body will move. Now, let's move towards next question. A force of 49 Newton is just sufficient to pull a block of wood weighing 10 kg. This is the mass. Weight will be 10 g. A force of 40 Newton, 49 Newton. Calculate coefficient of friction and angle of friction.
Coefficient of friction is 0.49.
Coefficient of friction is 0.4. Mu
Yes,
F
so
is
we
equal
have
to mu R.
tan inverse of this.
Okay. How you solve this question, Sandra?
N by R is equals to mg.
Hmm.
That is 100. So 49 by 100 is equals to mu. That's 0.49.
This word helped us to calculate the value. Sufficient.
Yes, ma'am.
मिनिमम इतनी फोर्स लगानी पड़ेगी अगर आप मूव करना चाहते हो ब्लॉक को। तो ये फोर्स कम से कम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स को ब्रेक करने के लिए जरूरी है, मतलब यही आपके फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स की वैल्यू होगी। दैट्स व्हाई वी कैन इजीली पुट इट हियर विदाउट एनी डिबेट। सो म्यू mg, mass 10, gravity 9.8, mu
Yes, ma'am.
49,
If we
10.
take gravity as 10.
Yes, you can also take gravity as 10. And I'm going to cut it here 49 because 9.8 will easily go out. Is just 1 by 2, 0.5. And your answer is also very close to mine, 0.4. Right? And also calculate angle of friction.
So mu is equal to tan theta.
Yes, it's equal to 10. Mu 0.5, tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 0.5. Theta is equal to tan inverse
Yes, ma'am.
0.5. Now, how can you calculate the exact value? How many degrees are there? Look, tan 0 is 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. It is 1 by 1.73. It is 100 by 170. On solving, it will be 0.557. And it is 0.5. So theta will be approximately 30 degrees off.
Approx 30 degree.
It will be 28
Okay, ma'am.
by approximation. If it comes in form of MCQ, you can easily choose the right option by taking an idea.
Yes, ma'am. Calculators are allowed.
That's it. What's next question? The coefficient of friction between the ground and the wheels of a car is 0.5. Simply, we can say mu is given in the question. In the first line, the coefficient of friction between ground and wheels of car is
Yes, ma'am.
0.5. If car starts from rest, u is 0. What is the minimum distance in which it can acquire a speed? Okay, is given 72 kilometers per hour. I think everybody knows nowadays that we don't need to multiply 1000 and then 60 to 60 again and
Yes,
again.
ma'am.
There is a concept of 5 by 18. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So simply multiply by 5 by 18. It will be 15 meter per second. So क्या करोगे आप? कैसे निकालोगे S? F is equal to mu
S is
R.
ut plus half it square
Yes, A चाहिए ना उसके लिए.
by टी फाइंड कर लेंगे, b इज इक्वल, हाँ a
एफ, आप एफ निकालो, एफ को एम ए के इक्वल रख दो,
m a,
म्यू आर इज इक्वल टू एम ए,
yes ma'am, mu mg is
म्यू
equals to
एम जी इज
ma.
इक्वल टू एम ए, एम एंड एम कैंसिल,
So
म्यू जी
0.5 into 10, that is 5 is equals to a.
A is equal to 5 meter per second square. So we can say, we can use third equation of motion. V square minus U square is equal to AS. V square, don't do square, it will help us in cutting. 2 square, 2AS. Very easy. 15 into 15 divided by 2 into 5 is equal to S. Now it is
22.5.
42, 45 by 2, it is 22.5 meters. Any doubt? हमें म्यू गिवन था, यू गिवन थी indirectly by saying at rest. V was also
Yes
given,
ma'am.
but there was a trick in the units. वो भी हमने कर लिया. S find कर. F is equal to mu r, F is equal to m, we calculate A, and then on putting the value of A, we easily calculate S.
Yes ma'am, it's clear.
These kind of questions are taken from the good quality, like S11. You must feel confident when you are doing these questions, because the chances are that you are going to say it in your
Yes ma'am.
midterm exam. A body weighing 20 kg just slides down a rough inclined plane, rises 5 meters in every 13 meters. This is the concept where they are going to check your ability actually. Here are it, 20 kg. What is the coefficient of friction? Indirectly, angle is given. Here, angle is hidden, 5
Yes
in every
ma'am.
13 minutes. How can you solve it? Is it 513 or 13 point? Try to understand. Rises 5 meter in every 13 minutes. It is tan theta. 5 मीटर ऊपर जाती है बॉडी, एक प्लेन है जिसपे इंक्लिनेशन दी हुई है थीटा,
Yes ma'am.
tan theta. स्लोप ऑफ द प्लेन इज गिवन. प्लेन 5 मीटर ऊपर उठता है हर 13 मीटर के बाद, राइट? सो बेस 13 है, 13 पे 5 मीटर का स्टेप आएगा. Simply we have to calculate mu, and angle of repose is alpha,
Yes ma'am.
and mu is equal to tan alpha. So mu is equal to tan alpha की वैल्यू equal to 5 by 13. It is, yes, can easily solve it.
Yes ma'am.
Whatever the answer is, it will be 0.3738. Got it? No need of doing 20 cos theta, 20 sin theta. So is it?
Yes.
A scooter weighs 120 kg. Mass is given. If brakes are applied so that wheels stop rolling, means the motion is 0. And start skidding. Okay. It is just skidding because of friction. Find the force of friction. If coefficient of friction is 0. Very simple question. Mu mass gravity. 120, 10, cancel, 480 Newton is
480
the
Newton.
force of friction.
Yes, ma'am, it's done.
Now you have to try these kind of questions by you. A batsman hits back a ball straight in the direction of bowler without changing its initial speed. If the mass of ball is 0.15 kg, determine the impulse.
Yes, ma'am.
There is a hint for you. This question is based on impulse momentum theorem. This theorem states that कि अगर आप बॉडी पे impulse क्रिएट करोगे, फोर्स लगाओगे किसी टाइम t के लिए, that is
Yes, ma'am.
impulse, तो वो बॉडी का मोमेंटम चेंज कर देगी. Impulse is equal to change in momentum. P final minus P initial. Impulse is equal to m v minus m. Take m common, v minus u. They are asking for impulse, so we will apply the formula v minus u. Now, v कौन सा है, u कौन सा है, ये बताओ. यहाँ पे ट्रिक. बैट्समैन की तरफ बॉल आई विद सम इनिशियल वेलोसिटी v.
P will be 0.
एंड उसने सेम विदाउट चेंजिंग इनिशियल स्पीड, सेम स्पीड के साथ उसको वापस भेज दिया, तो v क्या होगा, माइनस
-12.
राइट. मास 0.15, velocity and velocity, and you will get the final answer. Got it? So direction in the direction of bowler without any change means we have to take the same magnitude, but the direction opposite hogi, so we will take
It's -3.6.
the. Let's move towards next question. A cricket ball of mass 150 gram. It is in gram. We have to convert it into kg. With a velocity this is brought to rest. Initial velocity u is 15. Finally, it is brought to rest. V is 0 by a player in 0.5 seconds. Mass is given. Initial velocity is given. Route to rest V is also given. Time is also given. Calculate the impulse and average force. निकल आएगा जी. कैसे निकालोगे?
150 into
बस 80.
15.
ओके, impulse आ जाएगा पहले ना, राइट. ठीक है जी. Mass is 150 gram. 10 to power -3. It will be 0.15 kg. Final velocity 0. Initial velocity is given. Final is 0. Impulse is equal to change in 0.15, 0 minus 50. It will be 2.25.
2.25.
What will be the units? Force into time,
Newton second.
right? Now, impulse is here. We can easily calculate force. 2.25. Force पता करेंगे. Time is given. We can easily solve it.
45
2.25.
Newton.
It is 45 Newton. I hope these questions are interesting for you. You are enjoying the whole process of solving numericals. Moving to next question. Try this question. I'm not going to help you.
Yes, ma'am.
Here, rebounding of body is given. The body is rebouncing. बॉल वापस जा रही है ग्राउंड को हिट करने के बाद अप टू सम डिस्टेंस.
तो मैम 0.05 kg हो जाएगा.
Okay. But what will be the value of v, final velocity, when the body is bouncing back?
Can you repeat?
What will be the final velocity of the body?
0.
जीरो कैसे होगी, रिबाउंड कर रही है ना बॉल. When it was dropped from a height, initial velocity zero होगी ना. Mass 50 ग्राम है जी. So it will be 0.05 kg. 50 by 1000 kilograms के लिए. Height 1 meter. We can draw the diagram also. यहाँ से बॉडी को ड्रॉप किया जीरो वेलोसिटी के साथ. यहाँ पे इसने हिट किया, कुछ कोई वेलोसिटी थी वी, उसके बाद इसने बाउंस बैक कर दिया सेम वेलोसिटी के साथ अप टू 0.5 मीटर. सो पहले केस में डिस्टेंस कितनी होगी जी, एस 1 मीटर. U is
Yes,
0.
ma'am.
We can easily calculate v. When it is falling, it is under the effect of gravity. So A is equal to G in this case. V square minus U square to AS. V square का हो जाएगा स्क्वायर रूट 2 into 9.8, it will be 19.6. इसे एज इट इज रख दूंगा. सेम वेलोसिटी के साथ बॉल ने बाउंस बैक किया, तो
Yes,
यही
ma'am.
सेम वेलोसिटी होगी u, राइट.
Yes, ma'am.
और डिस्टेंस क्या हो गया s 0.5. अब आप इसकी v निकाल सकते हो फाइनली क्या होगी. मींस ये वैल्यू हमारे लिए u
V
होगी.
square minus 0 is equals to 2gs.
सेम लगाओगे जी, 2gs, but now it is going in upward direction, so we will take minus g.
Negative 2gs.
It will be v square minus u square इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, और फाइनली हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पे जाके ये रेस्ट पे आ जाएगी ना. तो अब यहाँ से आप इसकी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी निकाल लो, इसने कैसे बाउंस बैक किया होगा. माइनस एंड माइनस कैंसिल.
9.8.
इट इज रूट 9.8. सो इम्पल्स के लिए फॉर्मूला लगा दो, माइनस, or we have to find the value of root here. So we need to spare some space. Root 9.8 कितना होगा, 19.6 कितना होगा बता सकते हो. Approximation method 4 into 4 16.
9.8 is 3.13.
Okay. More than 3 because 3 का square होता है 9. 19.6, it will be 4 point something.
4.427.
4.427. So put the values here. Mass is given 0.05. Put the values of v minus u and you will get your answer. It will be 0.378. So all the deal is we have to find
Yes,
v
ma'am.
and u.
So from this 19.6 is V.
G.
Okay, ma'am.
19.6. And due to opposite direction, there will be a negative sign in front of u. It is not coming from the square root, but we are taking it for the opposite direction due to bouncing back.
Okay, ma'am.
एंड नाउ फोर्स आप निकाल सकते हो इम्पल्सिस फोर्स इनटू टाइम और ये आप फाइंड करो दे रहा टाइम टाइम पुट कर दो टी आपने इम्पल्स निकाल लिया उसमें डाल की वैल्यू एफ की वैल्यू दे दो
3.78.
it is 3.78 what will be the units
Ma'am, Newton.
Newton because it is force what are the units of impulse
Newton second.
let us move to next question while launching a rocket of mass 2 into 10 raised to power 4 kg a force of 5 into 10 is to power 5 Newton is applied for 20 seconds. Calculate the velocity attained by rocket at the end of 20 seconds. Same time is given above. Mass F, so we can easily calculate A. 5 into 10 is to power 5, mass 2 into 10 is to power 4, acceleration. It will be 5 by 2 into 10. Acceleration is
25.
25. Now V is equal to U plus KT. Calculate the velocity attained by rocket at the end of 20 seconds. जब इसको लॉन्च किया होगा तो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी क्या होगी 0
Yes, ma'am.
एक्सेलरेशन 25 और टाइम कितना हुआ 20 seconds. So V will be 500 meter per second, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I will upload this class on YouTube. You can rewatch the whole video again if you have any doubt. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next question, there will be total 23 questions. A machine gun fires a bullet of mass 40 gram with a speed of this. The person holding the gun can exert a maximum force of this. Calculate the number of bullets that can be fired from the gun per second. Now, impulse is equal to change in momentum. एक बुलेट के लिए होगा mv minus u, n बुलेट्स के लिए होगा nmv minus u, right? इम्पल्स को लिख सकते हो फोर्स इनटू टाइम टाइम हो गया जी हमारा 1 सेकेंड एन एम वी माइनस यू फोर्स 144 न्यूटन पर सेकेंड काम कर रही है नंबर ऑफ बुलेट्स मास इज 40 ग्राम केजी के लिए आप लगा लोगे 1000 वी माइनस यू what is the initial velocity 0 bullet is at rest initially after that there is a gain of 12 0 कट हो गया 144 and 4 by 100 into 1200 तो इसमें जीरो स्टार्ट हो गया
Ma'am, it's 3.
लेट अस चेक जी बिल्कुल कितनी बुलेट्स फायर होंगी 3 कितने सेकंड में 1 सेकंड में कितनी फोर्स के साथ होल्ड की जाएगी बुलेट गन को
144 Newton.
144 और कितनी स्पीड से निकलेगी 1200 मीटर पर
100 meter per second.
Next question. There is a neutron which is subatomic particle having a mass this This is the standard mass of neutron moving at this speed, 10 is to power 8. Collide means टकराना. With the deuteron at rest. ये रहा deuteron. ये रहा जी न्यूट्रॉन. इसकी कोई इनिशियल स्पीड थी, इसका कोई मास था अपना. Strike or collide with the deuteron at rest and stick to it. Now they are moving collectively as a unit. If mass of deuteron is also given, find the speed of combination.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you do this question? So, क्या इस पे इम्पल्स और मोमेंटम का कॉन्सेप्ट लग जाएगा?
हाँ जी मैम.
कैसे? कीजिए.
Excuse me, ma'am, can you repeat this again?
इस पे आप इम्पल्स और मोमेंटम का क्वेश्चन लगाओगे,
Yes,
कॉन्सेप्ट
ma'am.
लगाओगे?
Yes, ma'am.
कैसे लगाओगे? इनिशियल वेलोसिटी हमारे पास ड्यूट्रॉन की है 0.
Yes, ma'am.
पहले की गिवन है ना. U is 10 is to power 8 for neutron. For deuteron, it will be 0. Mass of
Yes,
neutron
ma'am.
is
It's
given.
27.
Mass of deuteron is also given. Find the speed
Yes,
of
ma'am.
combination. It is the question based on law of conservation of linear momentum. This law states that when no force is acting from outside, here no force is given, no newtons are given, means we are not applying any external force. It means when external force is 0, according to law of conservation of linear momentum, initial momentum of system will remain equal to final momentum. So initially,
Very equal.
yes, initially
Okay, ma'am.
न्यूट्रॉन का मास क्या था? m न्यूट्रॉन लिख लो इसको. इसकी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी un लिख लो. न्यूट्रॉन का इनिशियल मास, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी. फाइनली जब दोनों इकट्ठे मूव करेंगे, न्यूट्रॉन प्लस न्यूट्रॉन और साथ में आगे कॉम्बिनेशन की वेलोसिटी. Initially mass of neutron was 1.67 10 is to power 27 kg into speed 10 is to power 8. न्यूट्रॉन तो रेस्ट पे था, 0 हो गया. न्यूट्रॉन को हिट किया तो ये स्टिक कर गए दोनों साथ. मास ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन प्लस ड्यूट्रॉन 1.67 take 10 is to power 27 minus 27. Oh, it will cut on the other side as well. Other value is 3.34.
It is 10 raised to power minus 2.
10 is to power minus 27. The values will cut. It will be 1.6. 10 is
Yes,
to
ma'am.
power 8. यहाँ पे आ जाएगा जी आपका 5.01 into V. So 1.67 10 is to power 8 divided by 5.01. You can easily calculate it. So decimal cut हो गया जी 167 10 is to power 8 5. 5.01 को आप 5 रख सकते थे approximately. And by dividing you can find this. अगर आप decimal कट करोगे so then it will be 501.
Yeah.
0.3 something. 0.33 मीटर पर सेकंड. सो मुझे कैसे पता चला कि इस पे लॉ अप्लाई करेंगे? बिकॉज फोर्स वाज नॉट गिवन इन द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन. बुलेट वाला
Yes,
क्वेश्चन
ma'am.
था, उसमें
Yes,
फोर्स गिवन थी तो इम्पल्स और मोमेंटम का कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई कर. राइट. Next question. A car of mass 1000 kg traveling at 32 meter per second. What is 32 meter per second? Initial velocity into the rear of
Yes,
a
ma'am.
truck of mass 8000 kg moving in same direction with the same velocity with another velocity 4 meter kg. After collision, car bounces back -8. What is the velocity of truck after the impact? पहले initial momentum equal to final. Initially, car mass into velocity plus truck 8000 moving with 4. Now after the collision, same car, same mass की car bounces with the velocity this plus truck का mass 8000 into velocity. ये आप इजीली निकाल सकते हो। मैंने शॉर्टकट लगा दिया, अदरवाइज आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो इसे mass of car, velocity of car, initial velocity of car. For initial momentum, mass of truck, initial velocity of truck. Mass of car, final velocity of car, final momentum, mass of truck, final velocity of truck. -8000 plus take 8000 common.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I think, okay. It will be 64. 32,000 common. 2. By 8000 minus 1 plus 2 हो जाएगा. Right? 60 will be meter per second. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this question was also based on law of conservation
Of
of
conservative mass.
linear momentum. Mass into velocity is linear momentum. Initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Last question. A hunter has a machine gun that can fire 50-gram bullets with a velocity 150. A 40 kg tiger spring at him. Okay. Mass of tiger with a velocity 10. वो सामने से आ रहा है उस पे हंटर पे, तो velocity क्या होगी टाइगर की? How many bullets must hunter hit fire or hit into the tiger in order to stop him in the trap? MB N bullets fire करेगा विद दिस मोमेंटम, किसको स्टॉप करने के लिए? टाइगर.
Yes, ma'am.
N bullets fire करेगा, मास होगा 50/1000, velocity है जी 150, mass of tiger is 60 kg, velocity is 10. 0 cut. N is equal to 60 into 10 into 10 by 5 into 15. So 80 bullets fire करने को. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
This is again based on the law of conservation. Momentum is equal to momentum. इतनी स्पीड वाले मोमेंटम को, इतनी स्पीड वाले ऑब्जेक्ट को रोकने के लिए सेम स्पीड के नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स फायर करने. सो मोमेंटम को मोमेंटम के बराबर है. एनी डाउट?
No, ma'am.
This is the end of today's session. We have done a lot of questions, not very
Yes,
easy or
ma'am.
not so difficult questions, but some good level questions. So I hope you have enjoyed the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow we will do work energy power.
Okay, ma'am.